Hello, I'm going to go through doing regression questions on your TI calculator. TI 83 and 84, or 84 plus or 84 CE are all fairly similar. So often you'll be given a question that looks something like this. It'll give you context and it'll give you a table of values. In your table of values, you determine which one's your X and which one's your Y value, and that's the information that your calculator is going to use to build you an equation. So first thing you want to do is you want to go to y equals to turn your plot on. So you can go second y equals, or if you come into your y equals and it looks like this, you're just going to go up to plot 1, hit enter, and that turns your plot on. If you don't have that on, you won't see the information that we need. And then you're going to go to stat, edit, number 1, and you're going to enter your information. And one of the most common mistakes that happens that gives you an incorrect equation is that you've put information in here incorrectly. So always double check your data from what you're given and make sure it matches this. From there, we're going to go to zoom, and we're going to use this one, zoom stat, because we're in the stat information that actually creates our points for us. If you don't have your stat plot on, it won't give you this information. So double check that. Right? Now, sometimes your question will tell you what kind of regression. Sometimes you'll have to determine by looking at your points that you have here. This is a quadratic regression. So we're going to go to stat and we want to actually calculate what would the equation be. So from there, we look for the particular one we need. Now you see there's two linear regressions here. One is in the form of ax plus b. The other one, 8, is a plus bx, 5 is quadratic, 6 is cubic, quartic, ln is our logarithmic, exponential versus power, and it's sinusoidal regression. So you're going to pick the one that works best for whatever information you're given. We're going to do a quadratic regression, so number 5. Now, if you have the 84 and above, it's going to look like this. It's going to say what list did you enter your X values in and what list did you enter your Y values in. Often it'll automatically populate. If you have the 83, you have to manually enter those because you'll just see something that pops up and says quad reg. So you're going to go second, and then you're going to go option 1 to get that L1. You're going to put a comma between that and then go second L2 for the 83. Otherwise, we're going to all come down here. So if you've got the 83, after your L2, put your comma and then follow this process. So store reg EQ, this means that we want to store the regression information in our y equals to actually graph that for us so we don't have to type it all in. So we're going to go to vars to get our variables, and we're looking at our y value, so y vars, and our function. Hit enter, and this will just tell you where is it going to store in your y equals up here. So I often just do y1. Okay, and then we calculate, and this next little thing you see very quickly is what it'll look like on the 83. Okay, and it gives you your equation here in general form, and then it gives you what data creates the line of best fit for that. If you've done everything correctly, you come to your y equals, you should see that that is automatically populated in your y1 for you. And then you hit graph, and it should create your line of best fit for you. And that is regression on your TI calculator.